What's going on, guys? It's GBP baby. Welcome to another welcome to another video. It's currently 10 minutes to 1 a.m. on Tuesday the 3rd of October, but we're going to be looking at Monday's price action. I hope everyone's doing well. And yeah, let's get straight into things. So first we're going to start off with DXY as per usual, on the daily. And you can see that this was Monday's price action here. This big up candle, very aggressive. We ran right into the buy side that delineated in yesterday's video, which is nice to see. And yeah, you can see we have this volume imbalance up here still, which I expect price one to fill. But I've also now marked out this buy side liquidity above this hot swing high, so I'm going to just make that a little bit thicker. And I'd like to see this buy side liquidity taken tomorrow. In terms of downside, I'd expect price one to pull back down to the buy side it's taken. I am going to grey this out since we've traded to that now. So we'll just make that grey like that as it's been traded to. But I do expect price want to pull back down before expanding higher and running into this buy side liquidity. And remember that this red line delineates a 50% level of the monthly fair value gap. So I can imagine price is going to want to draw up to that. So let's drop down to the 4 hour. And you can see our price today came down and we expanded for pretty much the entire day, running up. And yeah, like I said, I'd like to see price come back down into this buy side liquidity, maybe touch this 25% level. So maybe trade down into this fair value gap, find support within it, and then continue to the upsides. So I'm going to make this red, type in fair value gap. You'll also see that it matches up with these order blocks here, so I anticipate this now to act bullishly. I'm going to mark out the 50% level of it, which is there. And yeah, I'd expect price to want to respect this 50% level if we are to continue higher and to run into this buy side liquidity. So it can dip down into there, that's fine, but I'm going to keep my eyes set on that 50% level with the anticipation that it will find support and want to continue to the upside. So that's pretty much all I have my eyes on right now. This is the target and this is the downside potential. Jump to the 1 hour, you can see we kind of just reached above that buy side liquidity, kind of consolidated now. And as I just said, price may want to come down, grab more stocks before pushing higher. But overall, you can see we're very bullish. If we were to take this buy side out before taking this fair value gap, I'd then anticipate some kind of reversal on the Wednesday or Thursday this week. And we do have non-farm payroll, so that's something to take into account. But overall, I do want to see this buy side get grabbed. And then once that's happened, like I said, I'll then anticipate some kind of reversal of some sort. So yeah, let's go to GBP. You can see GBP had a very big down day, traded up and then just ran right through that weekly fair value gap. This is the weekly fair value gap, and you can see how we're pretty much we have closed below it now. The fact that we closed below it signifies low prices. Our next target would then be the sell side liquidity swing resting below this low from the 15th of March. And then we have a nice weekly fair value gap there as well. No, daily fair value gap, sorry, which I have delineated in purple. Technically, the fair value gap is from here to here, but because we've already traded down to this level of it, the fair value gap, meaning the imbalance of where there's no trading on the downside, is here. So I want to see price draw down into this sell side liquidity. And yeah, in terms of upside potential, I want to see price come back up, kiss this weekly fair value gap goodbye, and then continue to the downside. I have marked out the 50% level of it, but I doubt price is going to want to reach right into it. So I am going to mark out 50% of this wick, because this will be a range in itself. basically what I want to see is I want to see price respect that before continuing turning around at that point and moving lower. Let's drop to the 15-minute, and you'll see we do have a nice fair value gap up here, and you know, consolidation before we then leave the range and start to run down. So overall, if price is to return back up into this premium, I'd expect it to just touch it and then turn around straight away and continue to the downside. So yeah, not much, but you can see we've had a massive down day on GBP. Opened, came lower, took out these sell stops, moved higher, took out these buy stops, and then for the rest of the day we were just bearish. Came down. This is an inversion fair value gap on the daily. Touched it, continued lower, broke through that 50% level, touched it, left it, consolidated, broke away from it. And now you can see we're kind of just running down to that south side. But first, like I said, if we're to come back up, I want to see this act as resistance. Finally, we've got euro. Pretty similar on euro. I want to see if this south side can get tagged. And yeah, pretty much the same logic, to be honest. Let's go to the 4 hour. Again, I doubt price is going to be able to reach up into this. We do have this bullish order block here and here, so this range, it should act bearishly, as in if we are to trade back into this area, I expect resistance to be found for us to be looking for sells. Not very specific, so to speak, but just the same as pound really. It's potential for this swing high to get taken, and then once it trades back into this zone, this area here, which is for the bullish order block on the buy side of the curve, it should act bearishly on the sell side of the curve. So we can just, if you think about the 50% level of it, I'll just eyeball it for now. This should, everything below here should act as resistance. So long as we are trading below this 50% level, I'm convinced that we're going to want to continue lower and see lower prices on euro and run into the south side liquidity. So really nothing crazy. This is interesting, but you can see the relative equal highs up here now, which would be reason for price to want to draw up there first before then potentially breaking lower, and again giving us a reversal on Wednesday and or Thursday. But yeah, that's pretty much everything, guys. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to check out yesterday's video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.